Hello everyone, welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. We are in the deep roads, and we are proceeding. Allison, what tickled you so?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What made you so happy?
It was terrible timing. I looked over, and you've got one headphone on, but the other one's behind your ear, and it's just really pushing your ear forward.
Yeah, it's making it like kind of thin against the...
It just... I just glanced over at you right before we started, and that just really caught my eye.
I am so glad that my face could reduce you to such hysterics.
Okay, we're back. I'm here. Okay, Orton Tig.
We're going to the Orton Tig.
Let's go. You have beautiful ears, by the way. They're
Thank
great
you.
ears.
Thank you, Allison. I don't think that's true, but I will take it anyway. Oh, God. I'm so... Oh,
What?
it's my brother. Look at that.
Ancestors. Orton Tig.
Ah, no.
I never
is
thought
what
I'd
matters.
see this place in the flesh. I can see Bronca all over this place. She always took chips from the walls at regular intervals when she was in a new tunnel. Checked their composition. If she was still here, though, she'd have sentries out by now.
Let's get going. What if Bronca and everyone died? What can I tell? What can you tell me about these ruins? How many texts did he just send me? Jesus Christ!
He's
I'm sure you could hear that.
Synergy.
That was a total of 7 texts. From
Jesus, short one.
Short one Smith. Thrilled, proud. Let's see. All right. We've already asked. I don't know. This doesn't seem to tell us anything. I would be fine to learn more about the ruins.
Yeah,
though.
let's do that one. Let's do that.
This was Carradin's home Tig. He was an Orton before he got raised to Paragon.
Oh.
Even stayed here when he could have had his own house. I guess he didn't want to move his people to Bunamar.
Bunamar?
Bunamar. What's Bunamar?
What's Bunamar?
The city of the dead.
Oh.
Carradin built it to honor the Legion of the Dead.
Oh.
But it was more like a sodding mausoleum than anything.
Oh.
Of course, that was all before he built the anvil. After that, he was the city's pet genius until he angered the king and fell into disfavor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I know what's going on.
You're getting a
Yep.
lot of info here.
Yep.
Whoa, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Oh, necromancy. Or more specifically, some sort of necromantic bonding. Mm-hmm. What we know is, I don't know, anybody who builds a city to the dead and then later becomes famous for creating something, I'm like,
And that's kind of been a recurring theme in this game to some extent.
Yeah.
So.
And I mean, necromancy is obviously like a major thing in Dragon Age. Like, it's just a thing.
Yeah.
You have the Navarrans who are like, yeah, no, we got tons of undead. We just have them.
Yep.
We have them. Many of them.
Here they are.
I could be wrong, but I had this feeling that there was some sort of necromancy going on, and then suddenly they're like, oh yeah, City of the Dead. And I'm like, okay.
Fascinating.
Let's get going.
So there's a city here, and you have no idea where this anvil is. What if Bronca never did? So there was a city here? Mm-hmm. Yeah?
No, there was a Tig here. The Orton Tig.
Okay.
Bunamar is north and west of here. But that's not important. Or at least I hope it isn't.
Bunamar
The
is
City of the Dead is known as the Dead Trenches since the Darkspawn conquered it. Much of the Legion was destroyed when the fortress fell.
I wonder where we're going.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where the anvil is?
Yeah.
Or you have no idea where the... Yeah, you know what I mean.
No one does. At the time, Orton Tig was almost part of the main city. No one bothered to mark where the anvil was stored. Now it's impossible to know if it's been moved or even destroyed. But trust me, if we find it, we find Bronca.
All right.
I have suspicions of what's going on here.
Okay.
Yes. That he moved the anvil to the City of the Dead, and it is there. Mm-hmm. And if there's some sort of weird undead shit going on there, I'm sure we're gonna find Bronca.
Yep.
We're gonna find her.
Yep.
Couldn't have said it better
that's
myself.
my guess. So, hey.
So that means that we're just going to be wandering around the Orton Tig probably aimlessly. We do know that we're supposed to find something here for that one dwarf in that one library.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why not?
Oh, it's just...
Dead folks promise.
Oh, I'd give you a roll.
What?
Why not?
Why does everyone want to sleep with Win?
Anytime. Preferably in the dark.
What?
I suppose I should be flattered.
I'm not sure I have the equipment for that, but sure, whatever gets you working.
Why?
Okay, Ogren.
Why?
Fine. Why does everyone want to do Win? I mean, she is a wonderful middle-aged lady who is...
But like,
what? But
why?
she's grandma. She's grandma, guys.
Oh,
Like...
wait.
Oh, dead end. That's just it. That's just a dead end, right? There's a little side tunnel over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess that's a running gag.
All right.
Sure.
So funny.
Ha
Ha ha ha ha.
Hey, yo, can we talk to Shale?
Sure.
We haven't talked to her in a little while.
It's true. We haven't gone to party camp since we got her.
I'm just
yeah,
curious.
Sure, I'm fine
Do you
with that.
mind?
No,
since
not at
we're
all.
down here.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So,
You're welcome.
What does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, you're not. You got these amazing,
no.
awesome pauldron shoulders. No, they're quite slimming. I think you're so pretty. They look fine, I suppose. Don't be ridiculous. They're useful.
I like number one. I hope she doesn't get offended.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
I have so many. I would love to. She liked it.
Oh my
She liked it.
Shale!
What, Shale?
What's the matter? What's up?
What's with the heavy sighs? You're still with me, I see. I would have expected golems to be different. I have some questions, and never mind.
What's with the heavy sighs?
Sure.
Oh, that. Merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy.
Oh, well...
Won't we be right next to your... Wait, won't be right next to your
stain?
stain? Sorry. Just, trying to figure out where the stress is.
Really sinister there.
I didn't know where it was going. It's always an adventure. Won't we be right next to your stain? Glad to know you care at least, and I don't think our chances are so bad. Glad to know you care at least.
I know you care at least.
It's true. One single tear, and then it's off to the north, I think. Or maybe west. I haven't decided. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby. We should be alert.
Oh, probably bats.
She's done. Oh, we got more approval. So.
We did. Shill?
Oh, did you have more things to say?
I don't know. I've only talked with her a few
Well,
times.
we've already got +9 with her, and I feel like that's great. But
I'm gonna keep going, man.
Okay, go for it. Still with?
Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect.
Wow.
Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, not at
No,
all.
no.
No, stay. You're quite helpful. Don't go. I happen to need you. Do what you want, and I think it would be best. Yes. No, stay. You're quite helpful.
Yeah. No, stay. You're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own.
Wait.
Yeah, if that were the truth,
Yeah.
Perhaps
it would have
we should
expanded our
continue.
inventory.
Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Can you give her stuff?
There's
Hey,
no way.
she approved of that, though.
All right. You didn't expand my inventory, Shale. I know you don't carry shit.
But you
Don't
could
you lie to
though.
me.
You
could.
You just suggested that you could.
Ugh. I expected golems to be different.
Sure. Yeah.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone?
I didn't notice.
Yes, Master, I exist to serve the Master. I shall kill for the Master and only for the Master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks.
Uh-oh.
I can recite limericks, if it likes.
I only saw after I selected this that a new option had opened up underneath it, which said, I have some questions.
Oh, that's been there the whole time.
It
Yeah,
has?
it's been there the whole
Well,
time.
then I messed up. Are they
no.
dirty limericks? I think I might be able to get it back.
Yes.
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
I have no idea what golems sound like. You just seem very animated, and being different isn't so bad.
I like number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say it was bad? It thinks I hang on its every word, waiting for approval. I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
Absolutely.
If you say so. I agree. Being a golem
would be handy. What? That had nothing to do with what she just said, but okay.
It's an experience, I'll give it that. The control rod could always be fixed. I think this is like, yeah, you're right. Being a golem has its perks.
But it's worded strangely.
Yeah.
If you want to go with number 2, you
like
can try.
it,
I don't either. Because she'll be like, oh, I'm just a tool for you? Like, is that what you see me for? Like,
I don't know. It's an experience, I'll give it that.
Yeah, sure.
So is being drawn and quartered. Maybe I'm not the only one with a smart mouth. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Too bad. I have questions.
She approved of that too!
Stop sighing! I have questions for you.
It doesn't have better things to do.
No, I have nothing better to do. We're standing in a dark cave.
We're just racking up the points, though.
Right?
Yeah.
Are those crystals in your skin? I am told you killed your former master. Jesus Christ. How did you end up in Honleith? Do you remember? And you watched the village day and night for years?
Oh, I like 3 and 4.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That I remember quite well. My former master, the Mage Wilhelm, he brought me.
Huh.
As I recall, he had acquired some position with whatever lord ruled the land. I, being little more than a glorified possession at the time, was brought along. Oh, how he enjoyed impressing the villagers with me. Golems snarl at that villager there, be fearsome. And of course, I would have to do it.
I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans. But why were you out in front of the tower? You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it. And, do you remember anything before Honleith? I like 4.
I do like 4. I feel like that'll progress it and we'll lose these options.
Yeah, so 2 maybe?
Yeah.
That is where Wilhelm kept me. He wanted me out in the open where I could be frightening like a scarecrow. I was supposed to watch for thieves. Plus, his wife didn't want me indoors. She said there wasn't room for me. Hag.
Woof.
Wow.
Ugh. His wife. I would have... Okay, his wife?
Sure.
His wife.
Yeah.
I was once larger, 10 feet tall. Then the loathsome hag complained that I couldn't fit through the doors. So the mage had me shrunk down.
They made you small.
Can it believe it?
I feel so
and
sad.
she still wanted me out.
I made fun of how tiny you were.
You're such a tiny
She's
golem.
so small.
Oh.
But it's because of that. That's really unfortunate.
Oh, Shale.
That's really, really sad.
It is. Oh, you sweet thing.
Okay. Well, it makes sense now that she's smaller, though, because like she did seem
'cause we're
really
like,
small.
you are small.
You're very small.
Yeah. I mean,
how does somebody shrink a golem?
I feel like she'd be like, with magic, of course, but yeah, let's do
The
it.
chisel.
No.
And a lot of nerve.
Oh,
Jeez.
jeez.
You didn't like this Wilhelm, I take it? Wilhelm. Sorry. Or, 3.
Well, 2 seems pretty obvious, but I feel like she might want us to acknowledge it
Yeah,
in some
sure.
way. Yeah.
He did love using that control rod. Fondled it so much, his wife actually threatened to throw it in the lake. I would have liked to have seen that. Which reminds me, where did it find the rod? Did it pay a great deal for it?
Not really.
No.
Wilhelm's wife sold it, I believe. Oh, yes, a fortune, in fact.
I'm trying to remember how much we actually paid for it, though.
We didn't. We got it for
we
free.
we got it. Yeah, that's right.
The deal was if we took it, we got it. And so...
Yeah. Okay, 2. Yeah.
Hag.
Honleith.
Do you remember the... Yeah.
Yeah.
I traveled with the mage. He did a lot of traveling, I remember that. But where we went, it is rather fuzzy. I remember great battles, fighting many humans long ago. They were all very soft and squishy.
Interesting.
And before that, No. There are only images. I was somewhere dark.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
What was the last war?
That's what I was just trying to remember.
Yeah.
Or trying to think of. Yeah. I guess we could ask her just how old are you exactly?
Yeah, that would be interesting because, like, I don't think Orlais and Ferelden's war was... I don't know.
Yeah.
And the Orlesian Civil War hasn't happened yet. So, okay. Well, let's see how old.
I have no idea. Wilhelm used to brag that the dwarves stopped making golems centuries ago.
Okay.
I do not age as you soft creatures do. Sadly, my memory is no better. Plus, I get bored and stop paying attention.
That's
Actually,
fair.
that's a really good point. Like,
Yeah.
you think about that. We think about how, like, there are, in, like, fantasy settings, there are creatures and things that live for, like, centuries and centuries. They, like, live for so long.
But to
And
do
like,
that without a better memory?
Yeah. Or maybe we think, oh, well, they must be so full of knowledge and so full of experience. Nah. She probably just sits there and, like, stops thinking for days and just forgets things, or things occur around her and she's like, I don't need to move right now. I don't need to pay attention to this. It's just happening.
Or trying to remember something from, like, a class you took sophomore year of high school.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Or just to have, like, a human or human-like memory, and how absolutely that'll just go away over centuries. Like, I love that.
I do too.
love that a lot. Anyway,
So we can either ask this, I would have thought you'd enjoy scaring humans, which is kind of a meh question to me. Or we can do interesting, I'm done asking.
I'm done.
Good.
Yeah.
I was just about done talking about it. It does like to have a good chat now and again, doesn't it?
Our first time
We do.
talking ever.
Hey, we're getting so much approval though.
Well, we're doing alright. This
We're
one is
getting
still
4
here.
and 5.
It doesn't have better things to do.
Oh right, we haven't, let's see.
There's some other.
We have the crystals in your skin. We have I'm told you killed your former master. We have how did Willem come to acquire you? And you watched that village day and night for years.
I'm fascinated by 4,
Sure.
since we were just talking about that.
I do not sleep, so yes. And I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it.
That would be unfortunate. Sounds like you were a bit of a voyeur. I'm sure it was more interesting than that. And yes, that would be rather horrid. Yeah, I mean, 3?
Yeah.
Unless one, I mean, one's kind of like, it's hard
one's
to tell a Shale, but...
Yeah. One is kind of... It's kind of in her vein of humor, though. Yeah, it's up to you. 1 or 3.
Then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows,
why she
all
doesn't like pigeons.
perching on me day in and day out.
Oh,
I mean...
that's what they do. They're birds.
It's pretty valid. Sounds a little messy.
Messy.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, your bird thing. That's exactly what I was just saying.
I can say that one.
I was gonna say 2 or 3. Yeah, 3 is yes, your bird
It is
thing.
not a thing.
Oh.
It is a perfectly reasonable reaction to being constantly pestered. I was helpless to react.
Oh no!
Those
Hope we didn't fuck
foolish
up.
villagers would spread bird seed near me,
Oh,
destroying
so
the birds,
mean.
because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint!
Oh,
If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
So sorry.
uh-oh. I think we... Oh,
Well,
alright.
That was an approval countered
Yeah.
by something.
It doesn't have better things
I'm trying to
do.
get to know you, and we don't have much time, Shale, so we gotta do what we do.
Yeah. She might have appreciated if we had commented on it being messy, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Killed your former master. How did Willem acquire you? You don't seem to like humans much.
Well, duh. Don't ask for.
I'm
mean, unless
curious
you
about
want
4, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, because she's just been used by humans for
I totally get that.
years.
Although we don't totally know if Willem, etc. were humans, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. Sure. Go for it.
That is true. I do not. I'm not interested in getting into a discussion on the subject, however. Ask another time.
Okay.
Okay.
It is done asking overly obvious questions. let us find some humans to throw off a cliff or something.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right. Sounds
fair.
like she's done.
I'm gonna try one more.
Oh my god. Okay.
I know us,
doesn't
and we're
have
gonna
better
forget to
things
talk
to
with
do.
her until, like, the end of the game. Then we're like, oh, you know what we didn't do?
We didn't talk to Shale.
Talk to Shale.
Okay. All right.
Are those crystals on your skin, or did you kill your former master?
I like number 2.
Oh, how interesting. Certainly I remember having a master. My memories of what happened to him are vague.
Ooh, excuse me.
You expect me to leave it at that? Vague, but not non-existent. And what would have what? And what would keep you from doing it again? That's very convenient. Vague but not non-existent.
Yeah, I like that one.
Clever and true. Oh, very well. Let me see what I can recall.
Oh,
we
she's
got-
opening
My
up.
former master enjoyed experimenting upon me.
Yeah,
I remember that much.
We did get that much.
There was tinkering with spells and then the crystals. He was very eager to alter my function, I think.
I'm sorry, folks. Allison is cuddling with my dog, who's being very cute. Look at this good pup. Look at this good dog. You were so loud at the beginning of this episode, and now you are so cute.
She's very, very noisy.
So cute.
Anyway,
Let's see. What sorts of experiments? So you retaliated against him and alter you. Why? You're fine as you are. Clearly that one. I like it.
I like that
I like
one.
it.
Flattery. And obvious flattery, too. I feel warm and fuzzy inside. He possessed my control rod, and back then, it would have prevented me from doing anything he did not command me to, no matter how I might have wished to. So what happened? I am unsure. He was experimenting, and then nothing.
Are you sure? Nothing at all?
Whoa.
So he hit the kill me button by accident. What do you remember next? This one I'm curious about. Huh?
I was gonna say, what do you remember next?
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah.
And then he was gone.
Oh, fascinating.
I was standing where I was, in the village, and I could no longer move. The villagers came, poked and prodded me in fear, and then realized they could neither move me nor destroy me. So they simply left me. And in time, I forgot I hadn't stood there all along.
I'm so sorry,
weird.
folks. No, you're trying to play this off. Allison is sitting here taking selfies of herself and the dog, really silently, like, almost stealthily taking selfies of the pup.
I didn't want you to draw attention to it so you could post a picture of her, like, I don't know, at the end of this episode or something.
I'm gonna post that picture now.
Okay.
Here, look at the pup.
There she is.
There she is.
That's what she's
Please
doing.
send that to me.
Yes. Anyway, this is super interesting, though.
No, it's really interesting, but also there's a cute dog, and it's just kind of, there's always this tension.
She's just in my arms.
Let's see. That must have been terrible. I'm sorry. But you wanted to kill him, right? And you didn't wonder where he'd gone? That must have been terrible. I'm sorry. I just don't really...
I don't...
I mean, this is the same thing as, like, Sten. Like, yeah, Sten killed some folks.
Yeah.
I know that.
yeah.
Know who else has killed folks? Rasco.
Yep.
Whole
So,
bunch of them. So, like,
who's
I don't
Roscoe
care.
to judge?
Yeah.
I'm between 1 and 3. Let's come. Yeah.
Wonder? I was glad that he was gone.
Fair enough.
For so many years, I'd had to leap to that little toadstool's every command. Get this, pick up that, put it down, pick it up again. The gall. At first, I'd hoped he'd simply decided to leave me there paralyzed. An acceptable trade-off. After years passed, I simply stopped caring.
Okay. I don't believe you. Sounds like you had a good rest. And so it could happen again then, which is actually a really interesting question.
Oh, that she could just, like, short
she
circuit.
could just shut down.
Yeah. I want to ask that. I don't want her to get offended, but I do want to ask that.
And the other two options aren't, like, not offensive, so...
But it sounds like she's intrigued by this as well, you know? So, not by, like...
Not by Willem, but... or Willem.
Not by him leaving or by him or by killing him, just by the situation of it, of being like, oh, I just don't remember what happened. Number 3.
Frightened by the prospect, is it?
No, by
be.
you shutting down.
Whatever the mage did seemed to render the control rod useless, for which I should be thankful, yes? And provided it doesn't decide to copy his experiments, not that I would allow it, it is nothing to fear from me. Much.
Alright.
Okay, sounds good to me. Just try it, Gollum. I'm no mage.
God.
I was simply curious about the story.
Oh. Yeah, 1 or 3. I like how 1 is just like...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
sounds
amicable.
good.
Sounds good to me.
Things that it fights, and it fights things often. That is a different story.
Yeah, it's true.
Let us get back to the walking and the fighting. My stone is beginning to itch again.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, all that for a 1?
That was not much.
Damn. Oh, well, we did get a lot of information. Also, I think asking about where, if she wondered where Wilhelm went, might have, like, offended her.
That's fair.
Yeah, so. Well, we just spent this episode chatting with Shale, but it was great.
I've been wanting to do that, honestly, and we just haven't gotten a chance, is the truth.
Yeah.
So
we did a lot of work,
there we go.
but didn't get very far.
No, we did not.
That's okay. I realize now that we have spent a lot more time with everyone else. Not in this party. But apart from Wynn, kind of.
I mean, we've spent time with Wynn, but not really. All of our conversations with Wynn have been accidental.
Yeah, it's true.
We need to, this is a weird party, I'll be honest.
It's a strange one.
I'm not feeling this one as much.
No, they don't have quite the same kind of synergy that the other ones do, but it's what we got. So that's good.
Oh well.
Next time we will let's do the walking and the fighting.
Yeah,
like
no, I'm excited. I feel like I was like deliberately putting off delving into this portion of the deep roads
a little bit.
And I did want to.
I just wanted to talk with Shale a little
bit.
We just have neglected her a bit, and I guess at some point we can talk to Ogren a little bit now too, since he's officially in the party.
Yep.
But we'll get a jump on him later. Shall we continue down this hallway?
I think so. But do you want to do that next time?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. See you, folks.
Bye.